value is more than just a great price. That's why this segment is brought to you by PnP.
This is your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso, on SABC3. Now, it's known as the silent killer across the world, and it's the biggest health problem worldwide. And Franca Katz from PnP Pharmacy is here to answer our cholesterol-related questions. Good morning. Nice to have you back on Expresso.
Thank you.
Now, cholesterol, silent killer worldwide. What is cholesterol?
Cholesterol is actually naturally occurring in the body. The body makes cholesterol. It's used in, very important in all the cells in the body. The cell wall uses cholesterol. Our bodies also use cholesterol to make vitamin D, to make hormones. So it's something that occurs in the body. And yet, if you have too much of it, it can go into the bloodstream, clog up the arteries, and then you can get heart disease, stroke, and all kinds of problems.
Now, it's called the silent killer. You've got to go and have a test regularly. Why is it called a silent killer?
The problem is that most people walk around, they wouldn't know that they've got high cholesterol. There are no symptoms to it. You don't get a headache or you don't have any specific feeling that shows you, hang on, I must go check my cholesterol. That's why it's called a silent killer. And that's why it is so important that people would go for a screening test just to check whether their cholesterol level is within the acceptable range or not.
So now I go to my nearest PnP pharmacy, I go see the nurse on duty to have my screening test done. What does that involve?
It's a test for about 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes maximum. What happens is she would give you a bit of advice, tell you exactly what it's all about. It's a little finger prick. Take a bit of blood on a little stick, puts it into the machine, and the machine then from the blood will calculate what your cholesterol level is.
Now, when should you start being worried?
Acceptable levels are below 5. Obviously, if it's 7 or 8, you should definitely be worried. But even if it's slightly raised, like 6 or 5.5, it would be important to think of going on a diet that you can reduce your fats in your diet to reduce your cholesterol levels.
Now, I've heard that there's 2 different types of cholesterol,
That's
HDL
right.
and LDL. What's the
That's
difference
right.
between the 2, and can you test for those?
Yeah, at the screening test, it is just a basic screening test to tell you, listen, yes, you don't have to worry about it, or no, go and have a blood test where they actually break it down into what the HDL level is, what the LDL level is. Your HDL is the level that they measure of cholesterol that is actually the good cholesterol. We call it a good cholesterol because what it does, it moves those extra cholesterol fatty deposits that's in the bloodstream away from the bloodstream, takes it to the liver to be metabolized. Your LDL is another portion of cholesterol, which we call the bad one. The reason for that being that the LDL again takes the cholesterol from the liver and takes it back into the cells, into the body. So you have to have the right balance between the two, because if you have too much LDL, you're going to sit with too much cholesterol and it's going to build up into the arteries and cause heart disease. And that's why you've got a good one and a bad one, and your level should be a good balance between the two.
Now, how often should you go and have your cholesterol tested?
If you have no idea what your cholesterol is, please go and have a screening test. It's not, you don't have to go and have the full blood test and the breakdown. Just have a screening test to know whether you are in the right range or not with your cholesterol. And if you have had it done and it's more than 5, our clinic sisters would advise you as to how to change your eating habits. If it's very high, they will refer you to your doctor, who would probably then do a full blood test, and he would be able to advise you as to which medication you should take to lower the cholesterol.
Well, Franca, thank you so much for joining us and answering our cholesterol-related questions this morning.
Pleasure.
So don't be another statistic. Go out and have your cholesterol tested at your nearest PnP pharmacy. It only takes 10 minutes of your time. This is Expresso on SABC3.
Stay with Expresso and SABC3.